Alright, so guys, I'm going to be showing you the real aspects that really come into a Ricci Milione jacket. So obviously whenever you're cutting a jacket, you keep the facing on the inside. So that means that this side is the facing and it goes on the inside, and you obviously do your tracing of the entire jacket on the back side, so that if there's any chalk or any things that would come on the front side, they'll not show. So basically I'm cutting a jacket with someone with a 38 chest. I've given 4 inches loosening inside of it. So the first thing that we do whenever we're constructing a jacket is that we draw the back line. The back line is absolutely straight, and then upon the back line we construct the particular shapes we want to give. So when we're cutting the jacket, one of the most important things is called your back neckline. So it's basically it's the point at which your neckline is cut around on. So it's usually the 12th proportion of your chest. So basically this is your rule book, and whenever you're cutting, this is very, very important. But sometimes what we do is, based on our experience and our patterns, we've alleviated them and slightly tweaked them to see what gives a better fit, and we've been relatively very successful, luckily. So inside this jacket, what I'm going to show you something which is very, very important. So basically it's all about the jacket's center back line. So traditionally someone would come up with something like this, but if you're someone who's a swimmer or has a little bit more of a sleeker waistline, what you need is your back curve to be slightly more extensive. So basically obviously your center back, which is this area, which is particularly here, this always comes in a straight line. So that is always going to come in a straight line. But what happens over here is that we need to bring it out slightly, because our back is usually rounded from the inside over here. So when we do that, what happens is that we give a lot better of a shape on the back side. So sometimes, let's suppose if you're not someone who's very, very, lean from the mid waist, what I would do is that I would still give a shape, but instead of giving the shape from the front side, I'll give the shape from a little more lower, which will give a little bit more of a straighter look. However, it will still give a rounded impact. Lastly and most importantly is the way that we give the center back shape. So it's extremely important to give the shape starting from here. So whenever we're doing that, what we need to do is we need to turn it around, and the way that we gave the shape on this side from here, we'll turn it around and give the shape from here. So what happens over here is that obviously if you give the side panel shape in the right way, your entire jacket's front side panel and the front panel itself will come a lot better. And what ends up in that is that you have a jacket that really, really feels like it's touching your body. It gives a perfect feel, and it gives a jacket look like as if you're at least 2 to 3 inches more slimmer than you actually might be.